Welcome everyone to Pontos Fathom Hobbies. This is season 2 of our gameplay of Joan of Arc, and this is our setup video for the Battle of Crécy. So we're going to fast forward through the initial setup. This is a battle that took place in 1346 between the French armies of Philippe VI and the English armies of Edward III, the dawn of the 100 Years' War. So what we'll do is we'll get the initial tiles, armies, and buildings set up on the board, and then we'll slowly walk through the setup. We'll read the backstory, and we'll talk about the different players and the forces that are on the ground. So thanks for watching, and let's get into it. Okay, so we've got the terrain tiles down, we've got the miniatures placed as per the scenario book, and let's get into placing player boards, battle cards, and player cards. First things first, shout out to August Moldenhauer, Robert W. Chambers, Tales of the Yellow Sign, Volume 1 and 2, Robert W. Chambers, King in Yellow, the classic yellow sign, influenced Lovecraft, preface by Moldenhauer, Volume 2, August Moldenhauer's Lost Carcosa and the Yellow Sign digs deep into the origins of Lost Carcosa, Ambrose Bierce, Hastur poem, Carcassonne, the Qatar, Yellow Cross, and Manichaeanism. Check these out. Helps us support the channel, as does your liking and subscribing. Go ahead and ring the bell, and you can get notified when we have other games out there. We've been working on Joan of Arc. We got miniature painting video out there. Been playing War of the Rings. I just did a purchase of tabletop Song of Ice and Fire, Lannister versus Stark starter set. So we'll be getting those painted up. We'll be doing a second season of War of the Ring, and as usual, Cthulhu, Death May Die, Eldritch Horror, and other games. So check us out. Thank you guys for watching. Okay, so let's jump into setting up the boards. I've got the battle board and a bunch of things on the side here. So the main battle board is here. I'm just going to move it across. I had set up some parts of the game, and then I had to take the game down, so you know how it is. So let's just get these tokens in place. We've got our 4 kinds of tokens here: the experience points token, the wounds tokens, the intrigue tokens. It's not intrigue tokens, sorry, legend tokens, and a reroll token. So we'll move those out onto the board. Here, got our XP tokens up here. Oh, I got the board upside down too. What did I do? The board is upside down. Let's just flip it around here like this. Okay. We'll also put our 2 player boards out on the side, so we'll put one here and one here, and we got our player boards sort of inverted like this, and we'll separate our players. Let's move our dice down over here. Get some XP points here. We also have a number of tokens here that we're going to put onto the play board. So we'll do these set up in a little bit per the scenario book. We've got our wound points here. We've got these rally tokens. We've got one for the English, one for the French. So we'll place those by the scenario book. We'll pop that open in a second. And we'll get our cards placed here. I've already built some of the decks, so our round cards are already divvied up between 3 and 4 activation orders. I will just give those a shuffle, and we'll put those activation orders here. We've got our War Council cards. Also give these a shuffle. We'll just be playing with the deck. And obviously these are the Tactics War Council cards. Place these here. More dice come off. We will grab our giant die here. Place it on the board. And then just right beside the board, we'll grab our legend cards. These are all tactics cards. So we're playing tactics cards this round. I'll just place them here for now. And that should be fine. For our players, So first of all, we've got, per our scenario book. Maybe I'll open the scenario book over here. Scenario book, we've got our English. So we're playing, as we mentioned before, we are playing the Battle of Crécy with the French and English players, and then there's a number of civilian cards. So for our civilian cards, we've got a priest, a executioner, a blacksmith, and a citizen. They've already been placed across the board. We'll just put these up here off to the side for now. Place those up there. And then for our starting players, we'll grab our reroll tokens and put those in place here and here. Maybe I'll move these down a little bit. Move this one down to here. Put our reroll token up here. This one can also come down a bit. Put our reroll token here. We'll leave our executioner and citizen cards here. And we also have this Genoese crossbowman that'll come in. We'll put that up there for now as well. And then for each of the English and French players, we've got their cards already built out. So we've got our English players, Sergeant at Arms, Peasant Militia, Mounted Knights, Pikemen, Volgers, Charles the Magnanimous, John. Oh, these are our French players, right? Sorry, Charles the Magnanimous, John I of Luxembourg, and Philip VI Philippe de Valois. So we'll put all these on the French board. Put the French forces over here, and we'll put the main heroic guys here, and we can put the smaller cards in this space right here, and we'll cycle through those as we need to. And same for the English. We've got our Sergeant in Arms, Pikemen, Foot Knights, Bowmen, Edward II. We have the Black Prince, the Earl of Arundel, John Chandos. So these will also come over here. Put these here and put these like this. For the English, we will also be getting. I can place this one at the top for now. We'll do the same for the French. Put this up across the top. We also get 2 experience points each. So we'll grab those. 2 experience points for each player. We also get the French player is the first player, so they will get the first player card. They also get 2 activation orders, or are they change orders? They get 2 change order tokens and 2 reactivation tokens. Oh, sorry, 3 change order. So we'll give them 3 change order and 1 reactivate order. And the English are going to get, the English will get 2 interrupt orders. Place these over here. So that should do it for that. We've got the dice set up. We have our civilians set up. And lastly, we'll take these rally point cards. The French rally point is down by this house below. English rally point is up by the carts here. Then we've got these special crossbowman cards. So they're neutral. No player can activate them. We'll kind of give these tokens a little bit of a shuffle. And then we'll place them as they are indicated by the Battle of Crécy scenario. So we'll go ahead and place these 1, 2, 3, 4. Scoot this one in. Scoot this one in. Like I was mentioning before, we've got the painting video where we did the main box set, and we'll be doing some more painting videos for these. As you can see, I'll show you the images for a second. For example, I'll show you a mounted knight. This one has a lot of bowmen and a lot of, so the French have a lot of mounted knights here. So we've got these mounted knights. You can kind of see them here, right? I also tried to put my first time putting a little terrain on the bases, just trying something out. And then we also have gotten this base goes here, this area. And then we've also got the recently painted, here's a cathedral painted. Got the roof done. It's a quick job, but it's tabletop ready. I'll call it tabletop ready. I think they look decent enough. And we've also got our mounted knights like this. And finally, this scenario uses a lot of bowmen. We've got our bowmen as such. Yeah, you guys can go check out that painting video. And I think that's going to about do it. So we've got the battle set up. Let's read quickly the summary here. It says, Battle of Crécy, August 26, 1346. Edward III of England is pushed all the way back to Crécy by a gigantic French army. His troops hold their ground and set down some stakes. Oh, you see our stakes are across here. These are also recently painted. I think last game we didn't have those painted. So we set down some stakes. Philip VI of France sends in the Genoese mercenary crossbowmen as his first line of fire. They are rendered completely useless by the absence of their praises and the rainstorm falling on the battlefield. Getting extremely impatient, the French knights end up charging through their own men, getting repelled dozens of times by arrows and stakes. After all their unsuccessful attempts at an attack, the French king's brother Charles d'Alençon leads an attack that manages to pierce the first English line of defense. The English knights prepare to withstand the onslaught. So victory conditions here are: French player wins if either of these two conditions are met. The Black Prince and Edward III are destroyed or disrupted. Both English wagons are destroyed. So if we can get these English wagons destroyed, we've won. And if we can get the Black Prince and Edward III destroyed, so Edward III is here, Black Prince is here, get them destroyed, done. And then finally, English side wins if either of the two conditions are met. Philippe VI de Valois is destroyed or disrupted, or 10 French and Genoese units are destroyed and disrupted. After the outcome, by the end of the 6th round, the result is a draw. Okay, so we have 6 rounds to either get a winner or there's a draw. So that's going to do it for the setup. I think we're ready to get going, and we will see you in turn run. Thanks for watching, and check out the link here, and we'll talk to you in the first round. Bye-bye.